hi. Welcome, men. Come and stand here. You're there. Nice to meet you. You're on that one, please. You're on that spot there. Nice and quickly, please. And you are there. Great. So we've got, is that Connor, Johnny, Garrett, and James. Nice to meet you all. All right. Could you write down your partners and names for me? As soon as you're done, pass them down to James, and if you can just give them a mix-up when you get them for me. There you go. One for you, James. One for you, one for you, one for you. So first name and second initial of your partner. Pass them down as soon as you're done. While they're doing that, partners, just to remind you, you mustn't give away who you're with when you're up here as well. So be careful not to make way too much eye contact with your partner or start to share a bit of a joke with them across the stage because it's very easy to do. And now's a good chance to mix yourselves up if you haven't already. Great, pass the names down as soon as you're done. And James, at the end, you're going to give them a mix when you get them. Quickly, please, and I'll take those from you. If they've given you all pens, great, lovely. All right, I'll take those from you. Thank you. Thank you, James. It's quite a long show. I'll keep it moving. Thank you. All right. Now I'd like you to write down your partner's most irritating or embarrassing habit. I think I should laugh most about it to balance it out. Don't look at each other's. That's important. Don't see what each other's write. Don't let anybody see your own one. You look like you've got quite a few going on in your head there. Can't I just narrow those down to 12 or 13 and put the worst one. So when you're done, you're going to pass them down to James again. But as you pass them, turn them over so the writing side is facing down so you don't see each other's. And while they're doing that, let's get the partners up. Hi, hello, nice to meet you. I'll take your frisbee, I'll just grab that. Nice to meet you. Go stand on any one of these spots. Hello, any one of the 4 grey spots. Hello there. And any one of these 4 grey spots. Lovely. Or just the order you came up in. It's fine too. Nice. So, they've written you name badges. Do you want to pass them down? Just keep the writing side hidden. No, you take your time, Johnny. Christ. So, find your names. They've written you name badges. Find your correct name. Make sure you take the right one. Peel the backing paper off. It's just a sticker. Chuck that bit on the floor and stick them to your front. We have Katie and Rachel and Roisin and Tegan. Lovely. Thank you. And I'll take this from you when you're done. Thank you. Right. We'll know which one is Johnny's. She's drawing a diagram. Okay. All right, come on, pass it down quick as you can. Thank you. Connor, pass your, keep writing side face down. Lovely, just mix them up, James, when you get them. Thank you. Excellent, quick mix. I'll take them from you. You're all done? Great, thank you. Good. Lovely, excellent. All right, we shall begin. I'm going to read out one of these irritating habits. Don't give away if you wrote it, and don't give away if you think it's about you. Did you mix them? You did mix them, didn't you? Yeah. All right, we shall begin. Someone on this side, according to someone on this side, is quite simply indecisive. Indecisive. All right, so it's a common complaint. Here's how the game works. One at a time, you're going to come forward to the microphone in any order. You can put your pen back in the crudely fashioned pen pot there. They're not cheap. I want to get them back. And you're each going to make the accusation to the other side of being indecisive. And word it any way you like. Find your own wording. But I want you all to make the same accusation, essentially. So if you didn't write this one, just forget what you wrote. Only one of you is really going to mean it. Does that make sense? And I'm going to try and get a sense of which one of you that is. Careful not to look your partner dead in the eye or mention her name by mistake or anything that will give away who she is. Come forward one at a time, please, in any order. Mm-hmm.
You are so...
Thank you.
You are so bloody indecisive, it's a joke.
Lovely. A little bit aggressive.
I can't do this anymore, I'm leaving.
Apologies.
You are so indecisive, it drives me crazy sometimes.
Thank you, Garrett. Very convincing. And finally, Pen.
You are so indecisive.
Really well done. Okay, great, guys. Thank you. I would say fairly confidently now, looking at the 4 of you, it is neither of the 2 women at this end. No, take that back. Neither of the 2 women at this end, who I think are a little too relaxed. I think it'll be one of the 2 at this end who are doing their best to appear relaxed, but that is a slightly different thing. So with that in mind, out of you 4, well, I've got a couple of you guarding your genitals, but this is this kind of defensive gesture, but it's normally the hands in the pockets will do it, right? So if it is Garrett, as I suspect it is, with his hands in his pockets, then out of these 2, the one that Garrett has made least eye contact with since they came up, I said to both sides to be careful about doing that, so it would suggest he's trying not to give away the fact that she's his partner, is Rachel, I think. So Rachel, come here for me. Little smirk from Rachel. A nod confirms that, yes, this is true. Garrett, come to the mic. And the big question is, Garrett, did you write this about Rachel?
Yes.
Excellent. We have our first partner. Our first partners, you may head back. Thank you very much. Our first couple, you may head back. Oh, no, you head back. Rachel there, not quite sure whether she should leave the stage or not. Bless her. Tremendously hard to make a decision. We'll continue. Oh, no! Morning breath. Actually, to be fair, I think I know which one of these. No, I'm joking. This time I'd like to hear from you three, and you're going to defend yourself against the accusation of terrible morning breath. So you're going to come forward to the mic. Please keep your distance from me there. And so you could say, I don't have morning breath, or your morning breath is worse, yours stinks throughout the whole day, your afternoon and evening breath is worse than my morning breath. Or how dare you, or that's not fair. Whatever you want to say is fine. I just want to hear some defense from each of you against the accusation of terrible breath first thing in the morning. Come forward one at a time and defend yourself. Oh, that's what I call the walk of fury. 1 second. I love that. You knew you had to go first. And it was all held up here. It's a woman walking into battle. It's clearly you. You don't need to say a word, Rosa. You can say that. The one of you trying not to laugh at that is Connor. Connor, come and stand here. Connor, did you write this about Roisin?
Yes.
Yes, we have our second couple. You may head back. Thank you both. Sorry, Roisin. Back their separate ways. Another relationship ruined. You can enjoy that little row when they sit back down. Not shutting the door when going to the toilet at night time. Okay, so, what a bitch. So we'll start, I think, with Katie, but it'll be the same rule, Tegan, when you do this, but we'll start with you, Katie. I'm only going to give you two options that you can come back with, two things that you're going to say back. Either you can say, sorry, or, if you prefer, fuck off. It's up to you. I'm only giving those two options, and it'll be the same for you, James. We'll keep going until we end up with what feels like a couple. Also, I think this is left-handed handwriting, and I'm trying to remember which one of you came up with a pen in your left hand, which doesn't really help me now, because they're all in there. I may be wrong. Anyway, let's start with you, Johnny. Up you come.
Okay, so when I go to the toilet, I shut the door and then turn the light on so it doesn't wake you up. And then when you go to the toilet, you keep the light on, and the light wakes me up, and it bothers me.
Stay right there.
Fuck off!
I thought that was the couple. Did you write this about Katie?
Yes.
Yes, we have our third couple. Thank you so much. You may head back. Which leaves you two. Come here, Bobby. You two. Tegan and James, come and face each other in the middle. Excellent. Or maybe take a step back so they can see me. Love it. All right. First of all, I don't want to know what you find irritating about Tegan. I am not going to look. It's tempting to, but we'll never know. We'll do nice things instead, so that keeps falling off you. Actually, a little tip. You may not want to wear this indoors, otherwise you won't feel the benefit. We'll do nice things. So whatever it is you love most about Tegan, would you think about that for me? Yes? And whatever it is you love most about James? Or do you need a moment? We can all step outside. Whatever it is you love most about James, would you think about that? Okay. And it might help if you look at each other as you think about these things rather than me. It'll help bring them to the front of your mind. We do get concerned over whether it's all right to want our partners to change. Sometimes, if you love me, you'd love me as I am. You wouldn't want me to change and so on. It's all a bit of a conundrum. I think the helpful way out of it is to look for ways that our partners can change us, but that is difficult. Although maybe exactly where they irritate us could be precisely where we ourselves could be a bit less of a dick. Tegan, look at James, relax. Might be something very obvious about him or something that only you get a sense of. Don't be self-conscious about the fact your face is being projected some 20 feet high on the back wall, and don't let that self-consciousness amplify all the signals I will be looking for. Drop your hands to your sides for a second. Actually, I think I can tell you two things. First of all, sense of humour is quite a big thing for you in terms of how you connect with people. And I think it's a big part of how you got together, and still is, actually. Yes?
Yes.
And I would add to that, I think he is surprisingly thoughtful, and even if you don't always quite get that in the way you need or think you need in the moment, I think you do get it and you do appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And James, and again, it might be something really obvious or not. Grab the mic. Actually, I'll be specific, and I'll be specific. I'll write something down before you say anything. Okay. So, again, it might be something obvious or not obvious. As you think about... So have you got something in the back of your mind about sort of stomachy, windy things? Something in the back of your head about that? Could you stop thinking about it anyway? It's putting me off. I'm just trying to focus on James. I'm going to go for this, actually, which I think is really nice and doesn't come up as much as you would think. I'll show you what I put. It's actually rather nice. Be honest, what is it you love most about Tegan? Would you tell us?
Her smile.
Her smile? Would you accept smile? That is so lovely. That's the nicest thing. I should take that. You should keep... Actually, 1 second. Come back. Sorry, I can't quite let you go without just going back to that. Drop your hands to your side for a second for me. It was... Maybe not windy things. I can't let you go with it. It was something about stomach things. You were, weren't you? There was something in the back of your head about this. Actually, it was when I said about something that might be obvious or not obvious. Is it more about him? Right. Okay, I thought you were just feeling a bit nervous about being up on stage. Do you know what this is? Show me your hands. No. All right. So it's obviously something faintly... Do that again. No, not that. Is it caffeine? Do you get like... do you get sort of windy, like funny stomach movementy things after caffeine?
It gets the job done, put it that way.
Yeah, no, exactly. Is that what you were thinking about? Is that what you were thinking about? Yeah, I have to say, I mean, it's a really weird ending. I'm so sorry. I'm sure most of the people in the audience will say the same thing, but we do have a match made in heaven. I think James, Tegan, you may head back. Your work is done. That was so strange, but you're done. Thank you very much. Thank you. So...
Hello, let me tell you about a brand new magic show that I've been developing for the past 3 years, coming to London's West End this September. It's called Unbelievable, and it's created, written and directed by me and the team behind Showman. But this one I'm not in. It features a cast of multi-talented performers to bring you a show unlike anything you've ever seen before. So I'd get in there quick and book now.